So when we're doing our finished floor, we're also doing the garage on our finished floor areas as well. And so we have to account for that. Since our garage is sloped at a 1.5% grade, we do have to keep that in mind. So we're still going to put our 4 inches of concrete, and then we're going to attach the tubing right to the sides of the rebar throughout. But this will give us a little bit more height here when we come across, and we'll keep the strength. We'll still have the footing at the front of the garage, so that the main access point where most of the stress is still going to be strong. And then we have rebar on top and rebar on bottom. So we're getting ready to do our radiant floor heating. And the first thing that we have to do is we have to put down, we're using 3-inch styrofoam, which is the extruded styrofoam. 2 inches is usually code in most places, but check your local municipal codes. And so we put it going down on the side of where the footings are going to be, as well as underneath it. So we have dirt, then we have a 10 mil membrane or plastic, and then we have 6 inches of type 2 gravel, which helps to compact it and also for drainage. And then we put the foam down all the way across, and then we have our rebar, and then we'll put the concrete pour, and we'll have at least 2 inches above the rebar, 2 inches below, and our tubing will be connected at 12-inch intervals across the floor. We're keeping it off at least 12 inches from the edge of the footings here, so that we're not having the radiant floor heating to create weaknesses and stress cracks and whatnot. So we do that. We also use galvanized nails along the way to keep the foam in place. So we actually push those through the foam. They're 6-inch nails, and then they go in and hold it to keep our level surface there. And that will help keep all of the heat from being absorbed by the earth and keeping it actually coming up into the house. And then we have it going down on the sides to also keep the heat in there as well. And then we'll put our footings. So there's a question about when you put the foam in, does it go up on the sides or does it go down or below? Where's the best location? So when you look at it, this is gonna be our finished floor height. So it's gonna give us 4 inches of concrete here. Put us right about here. But you can either put the foam up on the sides, so it would become level with the finished floor height like this. Some people like to have a continuous pour on the top pad. So if you do that, then you just go down, and it'll still insulate it, keeping it in, the heat coming inward and upward, which is what you want to do. When we put the tubing in, we're going to keep it at least 12 inches in from the outside of the footing, because you don't want to go too close, creating stress cracks. So we'll begin on our 12-inch centers here, and then we're going to zip tie them to the rebar here.